So look at this. We bought two articles for 624. He sold one at a loss of 14%, other at a profit of 14%. If selling price of both the article is equal, then the difference between their cost price. So how will you solve it? It was asked at SSC CGL 2019. It was the latest question and important for the upcoming exams. So look at this. If the articles are A and B, first is sold at 40% loss, so it's 86, and second is sold at 14% profit, 114. If it is the ratio of SP, then ratio of CP would be the opposite, right? So it is 57 and it is 43, right? And the question has said that we bought two articles for 624. So summation of these is 100. This 100 is equivalent to 624. So value of one unit is 6.24. Clear? What's the question? The difference between their cost. So what's the difference in this ratio? It's 14. 57 minus 43. So if 1 is equivalent to 6.424, then 14 is equivalent to 14 into 6.24. So what will be the value? Look at the options. You can just answer it by unit digit calculation. So 4 and 4, it's the unit digit would be 6, right? So only 6 is available in one option. 87.36 will be the correct answer. Clear? This is how you have to solve it. If you have any doubt regarding this question, you can question or comment below. Okay, moving to the next one. Some fruits are bought at a rate of 11 for 100 and an equal number at a rate of 9 for 100. If all the fruits are sold at a rate of 10 for 100, then what is the gain or loss percentage? So how will you solve it? It's a question asked in 2018 CGL Tier 1. So it's important, right? How will you solve it? First 11s were bought for 100 and 9 for 100. In the question is provided an equal number. So number should be equal. Number should be equal, right? So to equalize like this, both side. So it's 99 and 99, 198. Total is here 900 and 1100, 2000, right? So now we can get a ratio of CP and SP. How? This 2000, CP is 2000 upon 198, whereas SP is 100 upon 10, because 10 for 10 for 100 was sold. So what's the ratio now? It's 99, it's 1000, right? And it's 10, so it's the ratio is 1000 is to 990 or 100 is to 99. So is it a loss or gain? It's a loss. 99 is a smaller one, so it's a loss of 1%. Clear? This is how we have to solve it. Otherwise it will be a calculative one. If you have any issue, you can ask. Moving to the next one. Two articles are sold for 4880 each. On one the seller gains 22%, on the other his loss is 20%. What is the overall gain or loss percentage? How will you solve it? Will you calculate it on 4880? No, you have to calculate it on this percentages, because the question requires the percentage of gain or loss. So how will you solve it? First of all, we have to see the value of 22%. What's 22% mean? 22% mean 11 upon 50, whereas 20% mean 1 upon 5. So this is the CP, this is the loss, this is the gain, this is the CP. So if we want to get a ratio of CP and SP, then CP will be, in the first case it's 50 and SP it's a profit, so it's 61, and here CP is 5, so SP is, it's a loss, so it will be 4. We have to equalize this, because the question, in the question it is provided that SP are same in both cases. So this will be multiplied by 61 and this will be multiplied by 4. So this will be 200 and 244 and it's 244 and 305. Clear? CP, SP. So SP in total it's 488 and in total of CP it is 505. It's total CP or total CP and SP. So is it a profit or a loss? SP is 488 and CP is 505. It's a loss. It's clearly a loss. So what is the loss percentage? Loss percentage is amount of loss is 17 upon 505 into 100. That is the loss percentage. So how much is it? It's 101 and it's 20. So it's 340 upon 101. It will be nearer to 3.5%, sorry, 3.4% loss. Because it's if it would have been 100, it would be 3.4. So it's nearly 3.4, 3.34 something will be like that. So it will be 3.4. Clear? This is how you have to solve it, not by calculating on 4880. It will be the equations will be larger and it will be harder for anyone to solve it in the exam hall. Okay, fine. Moving to the next one. Number 64. A bought an article for 5400 and sold it at a loss of 30%. With this amount, he bought another article, sold it at a gain of 60%. What is his overall percentage of gain and loss? So how will you solve it? Again, you have to calculate it on percentage. How? Look at this. Firstly, it is a loss of 30%. So if the CP is 100, suppose CP is 100, then SP is 70. Clear? It said that with this amount means 70. With this 70 rupees, he bought another article and sold it at a gain of 60%. So if it is SP1, then SP2 will be 60% gain. So it's 112. It is calculated like this. Clear? It's 112. We have to do it like this in a step, not by this doing this in the exam. Whatever. So what is the gain? The question is what is the percentage of gain or percentage of loss? So what is the percentage of gain? It's 12%. Clear? Option B. Fine. Moving to the next one. A man bought two articles for 3050 each. He sold one article at 20% profit, another at 20% profit. The total profit percentage he earned. How will you solve it? Again, calculating on the percentage, not on the amount, because the question is in percentage. So how will you solve it? First of all, it's when it is 100, then it is sold at 110. In the next case, it is 120. So what is the total? This is CP, this is SP. What is the total of CP? 200 and total of SP is 230. Right? So if we just calculate it, it's 20 is to 23, means 3 rupees gain on 20 rupees. It's a gain, it's not a loss. Is the question is in profit. Okay, 3 rupees gain on 20, so in 100 it is 15% gain. Clear? This is how you have to solve it. Moving to the next one. The cost price and the selling price of a similar shirt are rupees 960 and 1392 respectively. If by way of bargaining a customer can bring the selling price down by 10% of the CP, then what is the profit percentage? Okay. So what's the CP? CP is 960. So 10% of the CP means 10% of the CP means 96. SP is 1392. So now if it's a given SP, so after bargaining the SP will be now 1392 minus 96, right? It will be 1296. Clear? So what's the profit now? 1296 minus 930. sorry 960. So 6 3 3 336. So what is the profit percentage now? 336 upon 960 into 100, right? It's 48, it's 5, it's 7. 35% is the profit. What's the answer? Option B will be the correct answer. Fine. Understand? Moving to the next one. Number 67. A purchased two articles for 200 and 300 respectively and sold at a gain of 5% and 10% respectively. What was the overall gain percentage? So I will solve it. 5% of 200 first, it's 10, and 10% of 300, then it's 30. So total gain in amount is 40. 40 rupees gain in how much amount? 500. So it's 8% gain. Clear? 8% of 500 is 40, right? Moving to the next one. A shopkeeper sold an article at 4/5 of the mark price and suffered a loss of 3 and 1/3%. Find the profit percent if he sold the article at the mark price. So I will solve it. First of all, what said that 4/5 of the mark price, 4/5 of the mark price. So if 5 is the mark price, 4 is the SP. Okay, suffered a loss of 3 and 1/3% means 1/30. So 30 is the CP. SP, not SP, it's a loss, so SP is 29. Clear? So according to the question, we can take it as 400 and 500 for our calculation purpose. Okay, so 29 is equivalent to 400, means SP. So CP is 30, so 30 will be equivalent to 400 into 30 upon 29. Don't be divided fully. The question is, the condition is correct to the nearest integer. Okay, so we can take it as is 12,000 divided by 29 means 413 point something. We can take it as 413. So what is the profit now? Profit is 500 minus 413, because now mark price is the SP. So what's the profit? Profit is 87, right? So what's the profit percentage? Is 87 upon 413 into 100. So how much will be? How much will it will be? It will be, that will be a nearer figure again, 87. So it's 221 point something. So it will be 21%. Clear? It will be 21%. Understand? Fine. Moving to the next one. Next is two wristwatches were sold for 1980 each. One wristwatch was sold at a profit of 10%, while the other at a loss of 10%. Okay, the entire transaction resulted. This is in amount, so we have to calculate the amount at the last. Okay, so first of all, if we take it CP and SP, we assume CP as 100 for both, and SP in the first case it will be 10% profit, so 110, and in the second case is 10% loss, so 90. We have to equalize it because the selling price is equal, so it is 0 will be gone, so it will be multiplied by 9, it will be multiplied by 11, so the resultant will be 90 and 99, whereas it is 99, it's 110. So total it is 200, it is 198. This is the total SP. 198 is the SP of each, so it will be multiplied by 2, right? So this 198 is equals to 20 of the actual. How means 198 is equals to 1980 into 2, right? So 190 equals to 10 into 2. So what's the question? The question is the entire transaction. There's a resulted, means the profit or loss in the resulted. Okay, so is it a profit or a loss? It's a loss. It's a clear loss. 200 is the total CP, whereas the total SP is 198, so it's a loss of 2 in this 198. So the value of 2 will be 2 into 10 into 2 equals to 40. So it's a loss of 40. Clear? We have to do it like this, not by calculating on 1980. It will be a critical one and lengthy too. Okay, moving to the next one. A shopkeeper bought 840 kg of rice. A part of it was sold at 25% profit and the remaining 10% loss. At the whole on the whole transaction, the profit was 15%. What was the quantity of the rice which was sold at 10% loss? So how will you solve it? First one at 25% profit, second one at 10% loss. Okay, and the net is 15%. It's allegation. Okay, it's a part of profit and loss, and it will be at CP. Oh, sorry. So it will be 25 is plus is minus. So it's 25 and it's 10. So it will be 5 is to 2. Ratio of CP. Ratio of CP is 5 is to 2. Clear? So what is the quantity of rice which was sold at 10% loss? So 10% loss was that second part. So it will be 840 into 2 upon 7. How much is it? 240 kg. Clear? You have to do it by this allegation process. Okay, fine.